gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Hi. Who's that cute boy in the mirror? Say good morning. Good morning. I love you. Welcome to A Day in the Life. It is 10:45, so we're getting a late start, but we actually got to sleep in this morning till almost 8 o'clock. So far this morning, Nick has run out to grab dog food. We've made some breakfast, and we've just kind of tidied up the house. Nothing crazy's really happened yet. Hello. We're just sipping our coffee, hanging out.
Cheers.
Cheers. We're thinking...
Not enough coffee in the world.
Yeah, accurate. But we're thinking today, maybe Children's Museum. We definitely need to get groceries, so we might be hitting up Sam's Club. We're really trying to cram in the Christmas things because Christmas is now in 8 days and we haven't done much of anything. But yeah, so we're gonna take you guys along with us. It's gonna be really fun. Okay, and here's one Christmassy thing I've actually done so far. I shared this on my Instagram, not on TikTok though. But I'm trying to do like a mini series on some homemade Christmas gifts, and people are trying to put together something last minute, or you have Secret Santa, or you need something to like go with a gift. These are homemade spice blends. I have them all labeled by like numbers, and then I have the number in a notebook of what it is. But I did, like this one's ranch, I can tell. I did 2 taco seasonings. I did a Cajun, a jerk, and a barbecue. I don't know which one's which, but I'm just looking at them right now. But gotta put these little cute tags on them. And I'm also gonna be making some homemade sugar scrubs and some spicy honey. So look at the crew. We got Bear's grandma, Parker, with us again. Millie, Bear, and there's Riley.
OG Rye.
OG Rye. But we're about to get out of the house. We're gonna go do the Children's Museum now because, well, he's being quiet now because the TV just got turned on, but he's fussed.
Put the sports on for the dogs.
He's fussed, so we're gonna get out. You wanna put your shoes on? You wanna go? Let's go. He's like, I'm ready. Please get me out. Covered in puffs. Whoa.
That shook me out. It scared me.
Hi.
Rat, come on. Take it away.
Let's go. Look at you. Just got back from the Children's Museum. So fun. So glad we did it. We're literally going to get an annual pass because it's like $150 for the entire year, and it covers like your whole family. So now we're just having some lunch. Well, Rhett is having lunch. And then he's going to go down for his nap, but I'm going to show you guys what he's eating because I get asked a lot about like go-to toddler meals, and this is like what he eats for lunch 9 out of 10 times. So I thought I had a bag, but I don't. This is the Bird's Eye Veggie Pasta. It's the Rotini Marinara one, so it's like marinara pasta. I usually add a little bit of shredded cheese, a couple spoonfuls of cottage cheese, and like a sprinkle of garlic powder, and he is obsessed with it. I feel like that's great. He gets veggies, he gets carbs, he gets fats, he gets protein, and like I said, he loves it. So it's a win. We eat that a lot. And there are the dogs hounding him per usual while he eats. I just got Rhett down for his nap. Not without a fight though. I truly don't know how anybody weans from nursing. I'm not trying to like totally wean, but I tried to just nurse him for a little bit and then rock him to sleep. And he's used to like completely falling asleep nursing, and he about lost his mind. So I love that for me. I'm not trying to quit nursing. I just would love for my husband to be able to rock him to sleep sometimes. So now that that's taken the life out of me, I think I'm gonna put a little bit of makeup on, just have like a minute to myself. Nick is grabbing us lunch. We're having buffalo chicken pub subs. Cannot wait to show y'all. But I figure while I'm getting ready, I could just do a little common FAQ that I get. I do an anonymous question box on my Instagram a lot, and I get a lot of the same questions, and I love talking about them here where I don't have to cut myself down to a certain amount of time. So let's have some girl chat. I feel like it looks so gray in here because it's just like a gray, rainy day. But while we're on the topic of nursing, one of the questions that I get a lot is, have we weaned? How did weaning go? Do we use a sippy cup? Do we do whole milk? And as I just told you, we have not weaned. I did try to introduce whole milk, and he absolutely hated it. He currently uses a straw. He doesn't really do a sippy cup. We've tried to give him one a couple of times. He never did a bottle really, so I've tried to like introduce the Dr. Brown's like sipping bottle. It's not really a bottle. I've tried different cups. He just hates the whole milk. Like he spits it out every time. And I'm not really concerned about the whole milk situation because babies don't need to have whole milk. They just try, like doctors try to get you to wean onto whole milk around a year. But they don't need it, okay? So like as an adult, I don't drink milk. As a child, I didn't drink milk. What they're trying to do is get more protein in their bodies, get more calcium, get more dairy. So what I do a lot, that thing that I gave him for breakfast, I cannot talk. That little concoction that I gave him for lunch is something that he has often. I love giving him just like shredded cheese with snacks. I love adding cottage cheese into pastas, sauces. He doesn't really even notice it, honestly. So that's great sources of dairy. The cottage cheese is a great source of protein. I try to give him protein in as many things as I can. If you know why milk is important and your child won't take milk, you can meet those needs other ways. So not a big deal if you can't get onto whole milk for whatever reason. Another question that I get like so often are just like questions about sleep. Like everybody wants to know about sleep. I need to have a mirror. I'm gonna do my brows and talk to you guys about this at the same time because I can't see them. Everybody wants to know about sleep. When I tell them that Rhett does not sleep that often, he's not a great sleeper. He naps well. He just wakes multiple times in the night. Sometimes needs to nurse, sometimes doesn't. I think it's more of just like a separation anxiety thing for us. But I get the question of, you know, how many times a night is he waking? Sometimes it's 1 to 2. Sometimes it's every hour, if I'm being totally honest with you. That's more prevalent when he's like teething and stuff though. And then I get questions about co-sleeping, like have we tried co-sleeping? Have we talked to a sleep consultant? If you've been following me for a while, on TikTok especially, you will know that I like wanted to live and die by the Moms on Call sleep training schedule. But once I had my son, and that's because like all of our friends did it and they loved it. But once I had my son, we tried it for a little bit and I don't feel like it worked. I felt like, honestly, it just was making him cry it out. And that didn't work for us. I wasn't comfortable with it. And truthfully, like after we did it for a couple of weeks, we felt like, oh, it was working. And then the 4-month sleep regression hit and they basically tell you like, yeah, you have to do it over again. I was like, this is not a fit for us. It's not going to work. And then have we tried co-sleeping? When he was really small, I was terrified to co-sleep. I'm not going to lie. And then as we got a little bit older and we got a little bit more desperate, I was like, I want to find ways to sleep safely, of course. So we tried co-sleeping, and I don't know if it's because like, even though he wakes up a million times, he's gotten used to being in his crib. Every time we bring him into our bed, he wakes up. He thinks it's playtime. He starts chitter-chattering, babbling. I'm like, we can't do it. There have been like a handful of times where he's slept in the bed with us and it's gone well. But even when it goes well, he wakes up a couple of times. Like he tosses and turns, he's all over the bed. I don't feel like my sleep is any better than when I'm waking up with him in his room. I feel like I'm drawing on myself like a cartoon. And then sleep consultant. Yeah, no, like I said, we did the Moms on Call thing. I'm really not interested in having somebody tell me to let my baby cry for long periods of time. The last time that I told the pediatrician that he wasn't sleeping that well, she told me he needed to be crying for 15 minutes at a time. And that was when he was 6 months old, 9 months old. I can only imagine what she would tell me now. So I'm just not interested. And I think part of becoming a parent is you sign up for whoever your child is going to be, whatever your child is going to be. You don't get to cherry pick. I want the good sleeper. I want the smart one. You just get what you get. Okay. You get to nurture and foster that child and make them into who they're going to be. And if sleep issues is the worst thing that we have going on for us right now, I'm going to consider ourselves blessed. Okay. I got 2 questions that are kind of similar. This one says, do you ever yell at your son? I don't know. I've been getting frustrated with my baby when something doesn't go right. I hate myself each time I yell at her, but this is hard. Maybe not ever being away from her is causing this. And then someone else said, do you ever get frustrated with Rhett that he doesn't sleep through the night? How do you keep it together so well? So one, if you're getting frustrated that your baby doesn't sleep through the night, or breastfeeding's not going well, or they have colic, or whatever the reason, because there could be a million thousand things, right? You're not alone. There was 2 people back to back who asked me if I ever get frustrated or yell or anything like that. And I've gotten that question before. So you're not alone. And obviously I do get frustrated. Like I'm a normal human being. I vlog a lot of stuff and I show a lot of our life, but I think I've said this before, I'm just not that person that's gonna show my child having a meltdown. Even though that's the reality of the situation, I'm gonna tell you guys it's happening, but I think that our children deserve privacy. I'm never gonna show, there's a lot of things I'm never gonna show that my child does because he deserves privacy. Like I share cute little moments, I share his outfits, I share what we're doing throughout the day, but I don't share anything that would be embarrassing or vulnerable for him. So yes, I get frustrated. He has meltdowns. He is 14 months, about to be 15 months now, and he's starting to like throw himself on the ground. We took him to the Children's Museum this morning. He literally ran from room to room to room to room, and my husband like works when I stay at home. So normally when I take him to things like this, it's just me and him, or, you know, friends we're meeting up with. And my husband was like shocked at how into everything he was. He was like, does he have ADHD already? And I'm like, we both have it. So, you know, probably. And like, I think that is totally harmless, honestly. Like, he's just having fun and he's exploring. But when you're by yourself and if there's other people like judging you or something, like it can feel, you can have more pressure around it. You know, you can get more frustrated. Like, I definitely have moments where I'm like, okay, like I just want to leave, or like I just want to scream to stop hitting the mirror, or, you know, whatever. And I definitely have moments where I find myself like getting testy and like trying to raise my voice. And I have gotten very good about like talking myself off of the ledge. Like, I will be like, Rhett, no. And I'll be like, okay, buddy, mommy said no. Like, I realize it in that second. I don't know. I think it's just because we're together all the time and I'm constantly practicing not screaming at him. Because it's hard. Like, yes, I get frustrated. Like, we all get frustrated. Parenting can be really difficult. So it's very normal to have emotions of your own, especially while our kids are figuring out their big emotions. But I definitely try to restrain myself and not yell at him. And I don't want to be one of those parents that's constantly yelling at him. Like, I want to foster open communication. I'm sure nobody wants to yell at their kids, right? But I know that some people resort to that because it's like the only way they can get them to listen or whatever. So you're not alone if you feel frustrated or if you yell at your child. My advice would be to try to find self-regulation tools for yourself. And I think that knowing how to regulate yourself is really good for knowing how to, like, for teaching your children how to regulate themselves, especially in this time where they start to get really testy and they start to get upset over things. Like, once they can learn to communicate, that they get a little bit older, you want to teach them self-regulation tools. You're such a good parent for realizing that you're getting frustrated about, like, and you want to do something about it. So I think, like I said, just finding self-regulation tools for yourself will be one of the best things you can do, because you can actually implement them and you can show your child how you're doing that to contain, not to contain your emotions, but to deal with your emotions. Some other questions that I got related to nursing were like, how often are we nursing now? And then about the supplements that I used to take when I was nursing. I don't take them anymore. I stopped when we stopped nursing throughout the day for meals. So to answer the first part of the question, I nurse him to sleep and when he wakes up in the night, and that's pretty much it. I'll nurse him for comfort. So if we have, like, you know, a really bad boo-boo or something, like he hits his head and he needs to be consoled and that's what he wants, I do that, and then I nurse him to sleep and when he wakes up in the night. So when we went from like nursing in the morning, nursing for lunch, nursing in the afternoon, to only nursing for those times, I stopped taking the supplements that I was taking. I was taking Legendary Milk's Cash Cow and Liquid Gold. And someone asked, did that up my supply, or did he just seem more satisfied? The person who asked pumps at work. So I never pumped, so I could never say like, yes, it increased my supply definitively, because I could see a number through a pump. But I could feel fuller. I could feel my letdowns more. He was no longer getting frustrated when he was nursing, so I knew that it was working. I absolutely love those supplements. I can link them in the description below for you. And if you have any questions about them, feel free to let me know. All of their supplements are fenugreek free, which is like a big red flag for some people if a supplement has fenugreek, because that is an herb ingredient that sometimes can make women's milk supply drop, which is why there's so much like skepticism and like, I feel like hesitation around breastfeeding supplements. So they're all fenugreek free, so highly recommend them. And then I always get a handful of people saying sweet stuff like, love your style and everything. How do you manage to stay busy? It says, how do you manage to stay on top of things as busy as you are? I mean, I think I thrive off of chaos. I've just come to learn that. I utilize nap times as much as I can. Me and my husband say, like, we literally need to be better about going to bed when he goes to bed, especially since he doesn't sleep, but we don't. We stay up editing, we're planning. Like if my husband is home and not working and Rhett's awake, like we'll flip-flop, you know, like we use every second of our day. And my brain is constantly doing like multiple things at once. So even if I'm like doing something else, like cooking dinner, I'm thinking about content ideas. I'm just constantly spinning the wheels. And like I said, for me, I think I thrive off of the chaos, and majority of what I share with you guys is just our life as you see it. So nothing is really like super premeditated or like thought out. Like I have ideas of things I want to film, but I'll be doing something and I'm like, oh, I want to film that the next time I do it. Like very authentic to my life, doesn't take me sidestepping or like faking anything for the camera. So it doesn't take much more effort on the front end. I think that's all we're gonna do for makeup today, because I might film some things, might take some pictures, but we're gonna be lounging. But I figured I could answer one more question, like on the topic of creating content and stuff. I get the question a lot, like, how do you like being a stay-at-home mom? Do you find it isolating? Because a lot of women do. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't. I feel very fortunate. I feel very blessed to not only have a lot of my close friends around me had babies at the same time. So we're going through this together. We get to get our kids together, the ones that are close by. But even the ones that aren't, like I can reach out to them. I can talk to them. I have that immediate support. But I also have you guys like creating this content and sharing my life with you all, and you all asking questions. And even though I'm not a professional, like we're just bouncing things back off of each other and like chatting in DMs is so healthy for me too. Like I don't feel alone. Even when I haven't talked to my friends in a couple of days, I'm talking to my friends on here, like you guys, and it feels so good. Like this community that we're creating on socials has made being a stay-at-home mom feel way less isolating for me. So whenever people ask me about that, like if you want to create content, go for it. If that's not your vibe, totally don't. But that has made my stay-at-home mom experience so much better. I'm gonna run the curling wand through my hair in case we do decide to take any pictures later, but I just need a little dry shampoo refresh, you know? I feel so bad because Nick went to go pick up our subs. I did a pickup order because if you have a Publix near you, if you've ever ordered the Publix subs, they're absolutely delicious. Like the buffalo chicken tender sub is 9,000 out of 10, but they're the slowest human beings that I've ever met in my life. So sweet. But sometimes like I don't have time for that. So I did an online order thinking it would be faster, and he showed up to pick it up and they were like, oh, we haven't even started it yet. And if you want chicken tenders, it'll be another 10 minutes. So he's just waiting there. I feel so bad, but while I have the time to myself, I'm gonna just, like I said, fluff up my hair, and then I'll show you guys my sandwich. I get asked what I eat in a day a lot too, and I don't ever think we should be comparing two people's diets, but you'll probably get to see periodically throughout the day what I eat. So I had a protein shake for breakfast, but this buffalo chicken sub is like 3 meals in one. Just wait. Nick's already dove in it. Dove in? Nick already dove into his.
The best subs ever.
But they are huge, okay? And so freaking good. So we're gonna have our lunch, relax, figure out what we're gonna do with the rest of our day. And yeah.
The holy grail.
Like, you guys, it's so good. That doesn't do it justice. It's so good. We just spent Rhett's entire nap time trying to figure out health insurance. My health insurance ran out because I have like a short-term policy. I'm not on Nick's policy because it is just insane. If you know, you know. But why did that take so long? And we still didn't figure it out. I have to call tomorrow. This is the reason for my anxiety, period. So that was fun. But I also made my sugar scrub that I was telling you guys about. Make sure you follow me on Instagram because I'm going to share like the little video where I made it on my reels. But it's really easy. It's like coconut oil, vitamin E oil, sugar. And then I like to do, I call it like a peppermint patty. So I just add like cocoa powder and peppermint oil. But super cute little gift. I made like 4 of these. And now Rhett took a really long nap. So now that he's up, we need to go to the grocery store because it is 4:40. We need to get some things. This is like our last trip before Christmas, and we're hosting Christmas Eve. I will definitely show you guys all of that stuff, but this is like my pre-Christmas Eve trip. So we gotta knock that out. Why is everybody in the fridge?
Ready, Tukey?
He said, I need a diaper and I need some pants. But he said, this is what I do. Also just got this super cute couch and has to be covered in blankets all the time because of those. I know the dog owners relate. Also, our tree looking so cute, missing her bottom lights. It's just like we can't win, you know? We get the tree put up. She's looking fab. We finally wrapped some presents and bam. Great choices. Are you shopping? We forgot stuff, so we're back where we started. You got your $20 to pay for it? Good job.
Good job.
We just got back from the store. Can't even see me behind this giant box of Reese's Puffs. We did Walmart today, not Sam's Club, because I don't know. We're trying to only go to Sam's once a month. It's been a month since we've been, but I don't need anything really there before Christmas. So we're gonna hit that up after Christmas. So today was a Walmart trip, which is where we get everything else besides like toiletries, meats, the things that we use in bulk. So like produce, things like that. So we got some new snacks for Rhett to try. This Earth's Best organic brand, like, what are they? Nutri-Grain type bars. Some cheese puffs, and then these garden tomato Gerber puffs, because those just look good. Got him also some Velveeta mac and cheese. Don't judge, he loves cheese, which is also why this giant bag of cheese is here, because obviously I'm cooking with it, but he also loves it. I got some more of these pastas. This is the pasta I was saying that he eats for lunch often, and when he doesn't like what we're eating for dinner, he will eat this with cottage cheese, and garlic powder. Love that. Let's see, we're gonna have tachos tonight, which is like nachos with tots. So we got tater tots, I got cilantro, onion, tomatoes to make pico de gallo. Got some sour cream for that. What?
I thought you were recording on your phone. I was like, dude, you're filming your shoulder. Like, I was like, you missed the whole thing.
That's so funny. I got some of these hash brown patties because Rhett loves to have these for breakfast. He also likes to have cheesy eggs, of course. So we already have eggs.
He loves his cheese.
He loves his cheese. I have some chicken thighs in the fridge. So one day we're gonna have chicken thighs, asparagus, and some rice. And I can't cook rice to save my life, so we live off of the Ben's Ready Rice packs. Don't knock it till you try it again. We're gonna be having chicken Alfredo. Dogs are running into the tripod. We're gonna be having chicken Alfredo one night. So I got some linguine pasta. All my groceries are soaking wet also because it's pouring rain. Linguine pasta because I would have got fettuccine, but everything at the store is sold out. And that's like a random brand. Broccoli, I got Parmesan because I'm gonna be making my sauce. And we got a bag Caesar for that. We also got a Supreme pizza because we just wanted to have like easy things on hand because Christmas is Monday. And up until Christmas, we have a lot of things going on that are, you know, Christmas adjacent. Christmas is Monday. Like not tomorrow.
Saturday.
No, Saturday is Melanie and Mom's. Sunday's Christmas Eve, and then Monday's Christmas.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like Christmas.
That takes 3 days of Christmas.
Yeah. I got bananas to have with my protein shake in the morning because I love a banana, and I got a giant bundle because Rhett also loves a banana. What else do we get? Snacks. I love these, honestly. No shame in the game. So I got a couple of these for myself for a snack. That's also where we got the Reese's Puffs. I got a giant bag of potatoes and a bunch of white corn because those are some of my Christmas sides. And I wanted to get things that wouldn't spoil by Christmas today. And then just random crap like dish sponges, garbage bags. Oh my gosh, the cutest pajamas. Where are my pajamas?
I put him up to sit by the stairs.
Where are my PJs? Nick was giving me flack. He said, you're only going to wear these for a few days because they're Christmas jammies. They're not Christmas. They are winter, okay? They're just like a classic button-up long sleeve top and pants, but they are hot pink, and they have little like sleds and mittens and hats and snowflakes on them. So cute. I honestly only went to this section because there was a hot pink fuzzy robe there a few weeks ago that I wanted to buy, and the robe was gone, so the pink void in my heart was still there. It was still, I was missing it, so this filled it. But I'm gonna put all this away. Nick is gonna walk the dogs in the pouring rain, saint that he is.
They gotta get out.
They gotta get outside. It's been raining a lot today. And I'm gonna get started on these tachos.
Mama with the pico.
Yummy. That's how we like it.
My favorite. Love the onions.
Me too. I kind of wish I had a little bit more tomatoes, but I saved some for Rhett because that's his favorite. Hi.
The seasonings. Are you guys making food?
You got tomatoes on your lip.
Someone's getting excited for that seasonings.
He said I love tacos. Yeah.
There's my favorite seasonings.
That's your favorite seasonings? Okay, we're having dinner.
Tachos.
This is what the tachos look like. Never said they were healthy. They're just absolutely delicious. Rhett's having his own version of tachos, which is eating all the cheese and tomatoes off of Mommy and Daddy's plate.
Oh, I'm Parker.
And the dogs are hounding him, of course. So.
And there it goes.
All done?
Free for all. Hey.
All done.
All done.
Good job.
Good job.
This is how you know everybody's winding down for bedtime. Parker. Got my jammies on. I got these at Walmart today. They're like pink winter jammies, but they have like snowflakes and snow boots and all kinds of cute things. I love. Just about to have my last little snack of the night. Gotta have cereal before bed, you know? That's what the Reese Puffs were for. Nick already had his bowl of puffs, so I'm gonna have my bowl of puffs. We just put Rhett to bed, took a bath. Well, Rhett took a bath. And yeah, we're just gonna wind down. We're gonna chill on the couch. And that's it for the day. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. It was so much fun. I will see you